Hello everybody, welcome back. I am Malcreos. I've been your host for the last couple of hours, and I will also be your speedrunner for the moment. I am currently playing The Great Circus Mystery, starring Mickey and Minnie, also known as TGCMSMAM, as Strizer likes to call it, because that is what is showing on my tracker, my live split. So we are playing any % easy mode. Easy basically means you just have more more health. This game is extremely forgiving, and I haven't been practicing as much as I should, so let's just say that I'll go after verse last proposition and say I'll do $5 a death as well. But I will also say $20 per continue, and if I don't use a continue, that'll be $40. So either way we win. Okay, so let's do that. So somebody keep count, because that's definitely going to happen. There was a incentive for this, Mickey versus Minnie. I believe Minnie won by a landslide, so that is excellent. Thanks for the good luck, everybody. We're gonna get going real soon. Time is gonna start as soon as I select Minnie Mouse. I will do a countdown to get you guys going. So we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, so this is The Great Circus Mystery, starring Mickey and Minnie. Important things to note is that your main mode of transportation is currently getting hit by this clown. But in reality, it's just walking, and the only way to accelerate your movement is to walk down the hills. We're going to try to move down slopes as much as we can. As you can see, Minnie accelerates as she's going. Sorry, I got a little flustered by hitting that early clown. So we are already at the first mid-boss. Every stage has a final boss and a mid-boss. This one's not too complicated, except for this. I think is a bit of a marathon nerves, but that's all right. Like I said, this game is pretty forgiving. Whenever you die, you start right in the middle of the screen with hardly any time loss. So Minnie and Mickey Mouse were coming over here to the circus to try to have a date night. They brought their dog for some reason, we don't really know. But apparently things are going a little haywire. And they're investigating what's going on. So they find Donald Duck taking advantage of the situation, trying to loot, unleashed all of these blocks across the world. So we are now going to try to clean up using this vacuum cleaner outfit. I almost fell there. This vacuum cleaner outfit that'll allow us to suck up some blocks and other things, and that'll make our lives a little easier. Yeah, so this is the sequel to the Magical Quest, which also had a costume change mechanic. So those of you familiar with that game will be familiar with this kind of shenanigans. And I just realized what was off about my run right now is that I'm playing off my OBS instead of actually the emulator. But so we got this lion who is able to make his main spin of death, and oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna concentrate just a little bit because I felt it was too early to spend money, but I guess not. So there's already a $5. What is going on? Alright. That was a terrible fight. But we will go back to look at the proper screen so that I can be a little less distracted by him. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to click and drag my emulator as we were doing this. So as you can see, I switched out of my costume right at the end of the last run, only because that if you don't switch in this cutscene, you will change up and then rechange again, and it ends up being slower in the cutscene than it would be by doing it manually. So these ghosts just told us, hey, your dog is at our house. We didn't steal him, just come over and take him. And I know it's going to be a little bit of trouble going through the jungle, so have the safari outfit. So with the safari outfit, it allows us to grapple onto those little Mickey Mouse circles up here. Lets us swing from them, lets us slide down vines, and lets us climb up the side of walls. Now this mini boss is really annoying. He can pop up on the side like this, and that's where we need to get the hit in. He can only come up on the side twice in a row. Oh, like this, which is definitely what you want, because otherwise, more often than not, they like to pop up on the side and then slide right back into the middle. But since they can only do it twice in a row, we knew that they were going to go up into the middle following that. And a lot of the mini bosses behave like this. Maybe you'll see Mickey for the fall event. Maybe. So we need to get 6 head bops on him. I haven't been counting, but probably one more. And there's the turtle. All right. Oh, that's super distracting. I didn't get a proper setup. Ugh. All right, sorry. I'm all kerfuffled here. I didn't get my. We're just gonna calm down a little bit here. So that's what I'm supposed to do to get up the quick way, but all right. I'm done embarrassing myself. I'm just getting some early deaths out just for the charity. As I told Verts I would steal his excuse, and it's working out very well for me. Unfortunately, these poison gas clouds are really variable in length, and I kind of how long they're gonna stay down, so. All right. So, second boss. Gorilla boss that just jumps down, rolls up into a ball, and spins around, like so. Ideally, if you have the proper RNG, he will just keep jumping up right below you and automatically hitting their own head. So. Unfortunately, today is not the day of me being lucky at this game. But we'll make do with what we got. So this is the kind of intended behavior that we're looking for, is them just jumping directly underneath us. So just a quick moment. Yeah, I got a little nervous here. I got some spare health, so I'm just gonna jump up and manually get him. All right. So we're gonna do a quick costume change because we're about to get another one. I just saw we got a $20 US donation from Mezcar saying, "Good luck, Mal. I hope you do well, but I have low expectations." That is correct. Mezcar is a good friend of mine. We both play Final Fantasy XI. And we have a Link Shell, which is effectively a guild called Low Expectations. So they knew what to expect beforehand. All right. So, with this new outfit, we've got a Popcat gun as well as a pogo stick horse. Popcat gun allows us to take care of enemies at a range, as well as doing a little charge attack with the horse. This allows us to move across empty platforms, as we saw earlier, at greater speed. However, it is kind of difficult to control, as you can only jump when the pogo hits the bottom. So we're fighting the Portrait of Pete, which is okay. Has two potential patterns. One, he can recommend you some books, or he can try to light the fire. We don't want him to recommend some books for us. We have a Netflix subscription, and we just rather watch the TV show because them lighting up the flames is significantly faster. But like with the other boss, they can only do one pattern 3 times in a row. So we will be switching over to the safari outfit in order to spin around this cave here. Oop. As I missed the hook. This room not so dangerous, but the previous hook was significantly more dangerous on account of on account of one of the pits, which, even though is a corridor that you just end up walking through afterwards, as it's tilted one way, is completely it is a death pit. So bounce here, bounce in front of this one, go on top of this one, do our little charge, grab this, and then we are good to go. I'm a little disappointed with how this went. I spent a lot of time practicing this particular stage today, but I think I'm just a little bit nervous. So ideally, if I had more health, I could wait for him to summon some little ghosts, stand below him, take a damage boost, and then pogo right onto his head. The pogoing on top of an enemy's head does significantly more damage than just shooting them with a pop cap. So that's ideally what you want to be doing. But unfortunately, since I am pretty weak right now, we're gonna try to avoid that. And I want to keep at least 1 life left over for this next stage. So as you see, I finished the level as a in the cowboy outfit, but I am shown into the points countdown. Ooh. I'm shown in the point countdown as wearing the safari outfit. That's because in that little cutscene that we skipped, we end up escaping the haunted house via the help of a rope. So they get changed into cutscene, but without actually having to have the cutscene effect. And so we saved a bit of time there. And now we're gonna have an intentional death here, but I will still count it for donation wise. Mainly because it is quicker than to switch into our cowboy outfit to pop those yellow blocks. It is just quicker to stay in your same outfit and then just move over. But that does mean it puts me 1 step closer to a game over, which would be $20 for towards the donations. So we do intentional damage here just to get through. Though in hindsight, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have played it easy, but Not gonna lie, I've never played this game casually. I've only played it with the speedrun strats, so I would not be able to tell you what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright. So that mini boss went pretty well. And it takes a bit of the stress off, because if I happen to die in this level, I will just restart right after the mini boss. Alright, so we need to be the safari outfit in order to climb out this wall, but now we want to go back to the cowboy outfit. Climb up the back of this prehistoric dinosaur just laying here in this cave. In order to defeat it, I just have to jump on its head 4 times. But since I've got low health, it might be a little risky for me to try to attempt what I just did there. But we did it anyways. So that's 2. We got 3. And we caught him on the downswing 4. And I just want to say, I just saw a $100 Canadian donation coming in from Susimac. So thank you very much for the support. Oh my goodness. All right, I was looking away at the donations instead of where I should have been. But who can blame me? So we get the combination of what everybody loves out of every game, an ice level and a water world. So we're gonna take a bit of damage here just to boost up here. And onto the worst mini-boss in the game, in my opinion. It's another weasel, except he's spinning around a death top of ice. And we'll take an opportunity to throw some little spikes at us. And I will be struggling to land a hit on him. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Whew. I have 1 heart left, 0 lives. Luckily I beat this mini boss. Again, if I die, I will respawn right there with the continue, so that is ideal. So now I cannot take any more damage. So that's me. I'm gonna take it easy, because if I don't touch one of these, oh, that is not what I wanted. If I don't go into one of these air bubbles fast enough, I will die. Ugh. Alright, got a bit of safety, but not too much, because we're going to go through some of these spikes and get a free 2 lives. Also, less than 20 US. Less than 20 US away from our goal, guys. I think we can definitely achieve that. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Alright, so we're gonna have a bit of a time stop here. Oh, that did not work at all. So I'm gonna be taken to death here. So I believe that puts me up to 4? Alright, I'm just a little bit nervous about crossing that bridge over here. Still not comfortable with this stage. Thanks everybody for the support, for sure. We just have a few hours left. I definitely feel we can hit the next goal. I mean, especially with all my deaths. So this cloud boss is really annoying. You try to vacuum him as he's going up and down and traveling across the map, but if he doesn't do that, then he does either shoot lightning or ends up shooting ice at you, or just bouncing back and forth like this. So I think we got him now. Perfect. Alright, so we've finished the main stages, onto the Wily stages. So after following this trail of destruction and chaos, Mickey and Minnie finally find what the heck is going on here. They're looking for the no good Baron Pete. They don't know where he's hiding, but they see a castle and a floating image of Baron Pete in the distance. They feel pretty confident that that's where he might be. Alright. I was supposed to make that jump, but have not been able to make it at all for practice. So for this one we just have to wait, not panic. These things aren't going to hit us as long as we're in the right cycle, so that's fine. So I probably should have boosted there, but I was a little distracted. It could be anybody in the castle. Absolutely anybody. Alright. So we were going to revisit a couple of friends. I call it the Wily stages because we got a few refights. Oh hey, look, it's our buddy from earlier. Oh, I missed. I didn't miss there, though. Oh. I forgot what strategy I usually take there, and didn't do it, so... Eventually got hit. Now we got another Baron Pete refight. Or portrait refight, anyways. Though I have to say, I don't know why they picked these two. I don't know why they picked these two mini bosses from the first and third levels, but I suppose it would have been more difficult to fit a dinosaur. Oh wait, no, that was a guy with a jackhammer. They could have just had anybody. So again, it's the same thing, except we just got to do a few more bonks on the head. We just got another $20 donation from This Is Me Gaming. See, we know what this is for. Save the animals and crush the goal. Thank you very much, This Is Me Gaming. Oh. My duck button didn't work. We're gonna go over here. Go over here and try to... Nope. Couldn't get close enough. Trying to bait a higher flame. There you go. That way I could just slide right into their DMs right here. Whoa! Alright. I did not want to be charging, but I ended up doing it. Ugh. Alright, we are approaching the end. Woo! We are at the last boss here at reaching Baron Pete. We'll take the opportunity of this cutscene to be able to switch outfits and save some time. So, taking some time, shoot the Cubone off of his head, and ow, get hit by that blast, apparently. Now when he casts magic on top of the cauldron, then it just summons a couple of guys. But when he's on the side, it sends his bouncing ball. But as with any good boss encounter, there is a phase 2. And instead of Disney's Pete's Dragon, we're now getting Pete the Dragon. He zigged when I chose to zag. Alright, we're having a bit of bad luck here. A bit of bad luck. As much as I would love to donate money for a continue, I would much prefer donating a higher amount for a no continue. But he is nearing death's door, and there it is. That is time. I'm still, I mean, by my count, still at 2341, so that's not bad. That's not bad, despite all of the mistakes that I have done today. Still under my estimate, and honestly, barely over my my PB. So it just goes to show you that you too can be a speedrunner. Thanks for the great job. I don't know if it was well played, but I do appreciate that. Thanks everybody. I really enjoy doing this. I love helping for GOC. I submitted this. I was like, hey, take this run. I know I've run it a couple of times before at GOC, but like if it's a filler or anything, just throw it in. But here I am. And I encourage everybody that if you've got a game that you love, just go ahead, try speedrunning. Just try. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. And you might enjoy it. And then you can participate in GOC next year. And help us all, and help the cause. So I guess I'm just gonna say a few thanks. Well, Strizer obviously for getting the online marathon of GOC going and convincing me to do a speed run in the first place. All those years ago now. I accidentally closed my window that I had the chat on, so that's less ideal. So I can no longer see what people are saying. There it is. And yeah, I also want to thank another donation that we received, $25 US from Astronauta. Thank you very much. Poor Pluto, he just wants to play ball, but in the end, we booted that orb, that mystical orb. We sent it just off in the distance because that is apparently the safe decision to make. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time until I start taking up more of your time as a host in a bit. But I will give way to the others and get you guys hyped up for the next two runs, the penultimate run of Super Duper Metroid, as well as the final run of Metroid Dread. So please stay tuned. Thanks everybody for the donations. Thanks for the support. Thanks for breaking that incentive goal, or our current milestone. Let's keep going. Let's beat that 2750. It's not that far away. Let's do it, and then we'll see you all in a little bit.